From yesterday and the day before, the brother was asking about the cure for addiction to masturbation. We said yesterday, the first cure or the first step towards recovery is to have taqwa of Allah and muraqabah of Allah. It's you to realize that Allah sees and hears you when no one else does. الَّذِي يَرَاكَ حِينَ تَقُومُ وَتَقَلُّبُكَ فِي السَّاجِدِينَ. Allah is the one who sees you when you stand. He sees you when you pray by yourself and when you pray with others. Allah knows everything in the heavens and earth. And no matter where you hide or how you hide, Allah sees you. And as the Prophet told us in the hadith, do not make Allah the most insignificant of those who see you. And when that happens, your iman is severely beat up. When you know Allah sees you and you don't care, but you're afraid of the people seeing you, your iman is very low. When Allah's sight, Allah's vision, Allah's muraqabah, Allah's surveillance of you doesn't mean anything, but the people's does. So to realize that Allah sees me, I can't keep disobeying Him and doing this act. Everybody understand this? So having taqwa and having muraqabah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second step, I would humbly say, is for a person to realize the harms of it. Whether it's haram or not. Whether it's haram or not. But this, is it good for you or is it harmful? What does it cause you to do? How does it cause you to feel and to behave and look at life? Is it helping you live a positive, healthy life? Or is it causing you to fall backwards, to be degenerate? Everybody understand this? What happens when you look at those things on a computer screen or on your phone? What happens? Does it make you feel better or feel worse? Does it make you feel depressed, have suicidal thoughts? Or do you feel like praying and fasting and reading and having fun with your friends in a good, wholesome way? How does it make you feel? And we all know how it makes a person feel, whether it's haram or what, or not. Studies show that these things, they cause what? Severe depression. Cause what? Severe depression. So to know the harms of the thing that you're doing, to realize the harms of the things that you're doing, and this is the 1-2 punch: as-sabru wal-yaqeen, or al-yaqeen wal-sabr. It's for you to be certain of a thing and be patient upon practicing your knowledge. I know that it's bad for me, but that's not enough for me to overcome this addiction to alcohol. Alcohol is bad, it's harmful, it's haram. It's destroyed my life. It destroyed my marriage. It destroyed my Islam, my children, my body. It's making me go broke. Alcohol is bad for me. But you're not going to get off the alcohol until you have the second thing, which is sabr. You have to have the patience from your nafs wanting it and your nafs craving it. And no matter excuse the nafs gives you, it's okay, go and drink, it's not going to kill you, it's not going to harm you, you worked hard, no listening to the nafs. So you have to have yaqeen that is harmful, and you must have what? Sabr. If you have sabr without yaqeen, it's not going to work. If you have yaqeen without sabr, it's not what? It's not going to work. Everybody understand this? Very important. It's any other sin in Islam or thing that's a vice, let alone masturbation or pornography or anything like this. Allah help us all. Another beneficial means of getting over this is for you to be busy, to fill your time with khair, ibadah. Leave no free time for anything. Prayer, fasting, seeking in, going in the masjid, lock yourself in the masjid. Go sit in the masjid. Wait from Fajr to Dhuhr, from Dhuhr to Asr. Make your entire day full of something that's wholesome and beneficial. Whether it's sports, some type of recreation, some type of hobby, that is good. As they used to say down south, your grandmother would tell you what? Idle mind is what? The devil's workshop. Idle mind is a devil's workshop. You have too much free time in your hands out here. Get a job, do something, go take up something. Everybody understand this? Find something. Not necessarily Islamically. Everybody clear on this? Religion, that's one thing, that's the best. But even if it's something from the dunya, get a trade, get a hobby, something that you enjoy, that's at least lawful. That's at least what? Idle's mind is a what? It's the devil's workshop. The next beneficial point is to get married. Get married. Why aren't you married? What's the problem? Get married. Bismillah. If you truly want to get married, Allah will help you to get married. And this is my advice to all of the Muslim youth. If you honestly want to get married, you'll find a wife. In the next time, because Allah has promised you rizq, provision. Allah promised you to aid you, to help you. So if you're young and you say you want to get married, but you're not married yet, in most cases, what, Jamil? What? In most cases, the person what? Really doesn't want to get married. He may want a woman, he may be lonely, he may this, but he really is not what? Trying to. In most cases. There's sometimes which is difficult, family, culture, finances, but if you really wanted a wife, a good wholesome wife, Allah will give you one. Now, you want a supermodel wife? That's a different story. Everybody saying this? You want this type of wife? That's what? That's a different story. You want a woman that's memorized 50,000 books and prays all night? That's what? That's a different story. You want to please your ignorant family members that don't pray, that don't fast, that don't know anything about Islam except for titles? That's what? It's a different story. If you're caught up in race and culture and ethnicity, then that's what? That's a different story. But if you just wanted a Muslimah that was pleasing, I have to go marry a woman that you can look at, she's pleasing for you, she prays, she fasts, she has some knowledge, regardless of her background, of her age, of her color, you would find what? Easily. But she only has to be from this country. And she only has to be like this. And she can't be taller than me. And she can't be like this. She can't be like this. My parents, my mother, my uncle, my father, the whole entire family has to have a personal interview with the girl, and everyone has to approve her. Then that's when you're going to find difficulty in what? Finding a wife. Just as we find among the Muslims, what? Today. Canada, UK, America, Saudi Arabia, all the same. It's all what? All the same. But those who just had the basic concept of zawaj, a righteous Muslimah, she's righteous. She doesn't have to be the best, the most perfect, the most prettiest, this and that. You will find a wife. So most men today, most young men, they say they want wives, but in actuality, they what? They really don't want to get married. Just like a job. I can't find a job. If you really wanted a job, you will what? You will find one. Even if you have to start off at McDonald's or working on the street, selling oils, and then you gradually find something what? Better. I want to go overseas. I want to study Medina University. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's not true. If you wanted to go overseas, you would have been overseas by now. Brother comes from Mufti, write me a letter of recommendation. Do you have a passport? Everybody saying this? You don't have a passport. Let's say I said I have a magic wand. I'll get you into Medina University right now. I'll call one of my teachers who has Inside Connects. I'll get you accepted right now. Where's your passport? So you're not serious. Everybody understand this? I want to be a student of knowledge. How many hours out the day do you read? How many pens do you have in your pocket? Where's your notebook? Everybody understand this? How many hours do you sleep at night? You go to sleep after Fajr. If you're serious about something, you're going to do what? Everybody understand this? Determination. And when we wanted to seek knowledge, only Allah knows the things that we had to sacrifice. And the family ties that were broken. And the hungry nights that were spent just to go to Medina University. So this is my advice. If you want to get married, seek help in Allah. Allah will give you a good wife. But you have to be honest and truthful with yourself. And last but not least, my advice would be to have good friends, good company. Keep good people around you. Lions hang out with what? Lions. Lions and hyenas don't what? They don't mix. They don't get along. You never want to see a lion except he's with a what? Someone that's like him, similar to him. They eat the same food. They hunt the same way. They live in the same environment. And the same applies to the Muslim. How can you be around someone that likes to listen to this stuff and watch this stuff and look at this? And how do we have a conversation? How are we even friends if you don't have the same interests that I have? We like to go out, go to the bookstore, Lafid, have a good time, halal food, seek knowledge, this and that. That's what we like. That's what we do. Yeah, I want to go to the club. I want to go look at this one. I want to go talk. How can we be friends? So oftentimes, the friends that you have a direct impact upon the bad habits that you continue to practice. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help you, whether it's a brother or a sister. I don't know whether it could have been a sister, and the same applies to a sister.